Hangin' with Denny.
I said we did sound good with Frank then.
Yes.
Honestly, we did.
We did.
Frank's the new. Well, he's the bass guy.
No.
No, he's Tommy.
You
love
want
Tom.
you want us definitely right close to this?
Yeah, just speak
This
into
is
it.
about where you're at.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy's look. Let me explain something. He's good, but he doesn't have what I got.
What, headphones?
Molds.
Wax.
IBS? Is it IBS?
IBS.
It's not Memorex.
It's IBX.
IBX. You want anything to drink? Or you're good. You got your water? Or you want anything else?
You want
Just
something
put the-
hard?
this
You
is
want
a
something hard
glass?
in there?
Yeah.
You want something hard in there?
No.
Besides the glass?
Ice.
No.
I ran out to the car before when I was coming here, and I took my blood pressure meds, put it in my mouth, 3 bottles of water. I know I got them in the car, frozen like a brick. Bang. You know what that tastes like?
The dry cotton mouth meds?
No, the cholesterol or whatever.
Yeah, when it dissolves.
So I had to run back into the house and get drink. That's the thing was frozen.
One thing you could do is put it between your legs and get a long
What
straw.
did I try? I was going to try that. Crazy group. Okay.
Let's hear what these might sound like.
Yeah.
Those oldies but goodies remind me of you.
It's off.
The songs of the
past.
Harmony's off.
Yeah, you're right, Daddy.
That's how we go. They got the ears.
Were you
full.
singing?
I know.
Hey, you know what?
You
You're
were
right.
singing.
Were you
Hey, no.
singing?
I know. Yeah, but it was off. What key am I doing it in?
No, I might have been off.
No.
Who's on first?
Let's do that. You guys sing. Give me a little bit, and I'll intro it.
Let's
Just-
practice it a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Those oldies but goodies remind me of you. The songs of the past bring back memories of you. I'll always will remember, but what can I do?
Yeah.
Else you're ecstatic?
No.
Yeah, I hear it.
I hear
A little
bit.
That's a little bit.
That was on.
Yes.
It was on pitch though.
I was off before.
Okay.
That was my fault.
That's why I didn't want to sing, because I didn't know where I could have gone. That's the only reason.
This is what happens when you're 140 years old. You gotta make sure you're on pitch.
Who's on first?
All right, so let's do that again. Just give me a look when you're done, and I'll just do a little intro. Hang with rock and rhythm, and then we'll just bullshit.
Okay, when do you want to start?
Now,
When you're ready. Yeah, count down. Go ahead.
Those oldies but goodies remind me of you. The songs of the past bring back memories of you. I always will remember, but what can I do?
Yeah. All right.
No.
you go.
No,
Any further than that? That's it. Okay. Okay.
Hey, everybody. I got the one and only rock and rhythm hanging out and hanging with Denny.
out there,
Yeah.
Where's the rocks? Where's the rocks?
It's coming. It's coming. We got in between
the rocks right here.
I'm hanging with these guys. My pops is over there. There he is.
And Papa
What are you standing up for?
He wants to take about. I'm trying to get my 15 seconds up there.
They want to make sure that he don't look short.
That's right. That's why you're down. Who's taller between you two?
We're even. Actually, I'm shrinking now.
Listen, you know,
Definitely
we're throwing a big party for a bunch of lawyers.
Yeah.
And I said to the one girl that was a lawyer, I said, she was a little thick. I said, can I ask you something? What kind of law do you do? I said, well, I handle lawsuits and everything. She said, why? Why are you asking? I said, I want to sue the city. She said, why? I said, they built the sidewalks too close to my ass.
Rock and rhythm. They got jokes. They got harmonies. They got melody. They can sing. I'm so stoked to have you guys in here. You guys been singing together. I mean, Pops has been singing.
25 years.
How long?
25 years.
25
Actually,
years.
we've been together, Stevie and I,
More years than we want to say.
93.
Denny and I are two of the original members.
Yeah.
Patty sang with Denny back in a group called Friends and Relations with Jeff Sussman and her cousin Tony.
Yeah.
And your Pops was up front. And then when she left Denny's group, your Friends and Relations, she came with me for 20 years with a group called High Spirit. And we played all over, everywhere you could possibly think of. And then I actually left High Spirit to produce my son's group, who was doing a lot of recording. And I happened to be in the mall. You were a little tired about it.
But the Monmouth Mall is
No, we were in Seaview.
Seaview Mall.
And you were going up the escalator.
Right.
And correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
remember that. Yeah.
And I said,
yeah,
Denny, we're putting a group, we're going to fool around, we're going to have some fun, sing a street corner stuff. And he says, I'm in. And it was actually me, Denny, Charlene.
Right. Who's your wife,
Tony
right?
Vidola, yeah. Bill wasn't our first bass, though.
Chip.
Chip Tallarico was.
He was
So-
good bass too. Chip was nasty on that.
And then
bass.
Chip left, and
Sure.
we got Billy, and Billy sang with us for about 15 years. And Charlene was with us for about 15. And when we left because her mom got sick, we brought Patty back.
Yeah.
And in between, we had Charlie Navola with us, and
We've had a lot of.
there's been a lot of different people, but you know, Denny and I are really the only two original ones left. But the group Rock and Rhythm has been playing the shore area and beyond for 25 years.
That's why I wanted to get you guys in here before you're not here anymore.
Older than
Like he said,
Come on.
like he said, a lot of different people. I'm here to make a difference.
He carries all the money.
I heard
He
about
doesn't
that.
let loose with it.
But you do put that cape on every once in a while when you're out there singing, don't
James
you?
Brown.
The James Brown?
Boy,
James
come on.
Man's world, man's world.
Give us a little bit. That'll be fun to do a little bit later. So you guys, Doo Wops, like what got everybody into the sound
You know what?
Doo Wop?
We grew up with it.
Yeah.
Right.
All on the
All
corners.
on street
All on
corners.
the corners.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Which I grew up with that because obviously that's what I listened to.
Well, your father was part of the Ep Chords originally, which was my cousin Sandy, South Camp long ago.
You probably don't even remember that name.
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
No. Yeah.
Louis Scalpati.
Yeah.
And Tony Giuliano. Then they got Ray into the group, Ray the Rouge. They became Ray and Dark Shades.
Oh, right. There's some photos out there floating
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
Right?
we have
Yeah.
them on
Matter of fact,
See if we can put 'em up.
their first record on the Al John label is in the new museum in Asbury Park,
Oh, really?
in the Fifth Avenue Pavilion. Yeah.
Check that
Which is open
out.
on weekends.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, your picture's on the wall, the record's on the
The
wall.
blue Aljon.
The Al John label.
45?
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
And it's a song that
And
Ray
how old
wrote.
are you? How old are you in that picture?
Oh, 16, 17.
Oh man.
When I had black hair. Now it's.
No, when we all had hair.
When we all had hair.
We had hair like that.
Now everybody has wavy hair now.
Yeah.
It's wavy goodbye.
Frankie, you still got a good head of hair there, Frankie.
And so does Patty.
Patty's in good shape.
Crazy glue works fantastic. It's a little rough to comb out, but it's okay.
I got some of that stuff. I changed the wigs
You
around.
ain't saying anything. How come?
Because all of you are.
She can't get a word in sideways.
Oh. All right,
I'm enjoying myself listening to
I'm
everyone.
gonna let Dennis talk to you.
Okay.
No, anyway, just go back to Ray and Dark Shades. So their first song was "Little Girl So Fine" in Carol, which Ray wrote and arranged, and along with Sammy, who's since passed away. But they were originally 6 in the group, and then they became Ray and Dark Shades. And then when Ray went away to college, Nicky Addeo came in, and Ray told him, "Remember, it's always Ray and Dark Shades. You use the name Dark Shades, but when I come back, it's my group." And of course, they went back and forth, but they did a lot of recording. And Ray and Sammy really pushed the group, and actually it was Ray that really pushed them to record because they had such a unique sound. I always said that your father and those guys were like 5 years too late.
Right.
If they were recording 5 years earlier, they would have hit the charts because they were probably better than any group that was out there.
Goddamn right,
You know,
old man.
Yeah, no, we did. We had,
unbelievable stuff.
toot my own horn, but that was some sound we had back then.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had the right price. We had to actually go buy those 45s, in Brooklyn, New York, Aljon. We had to buy like 10 or 20 of them and sell them on our own.
I know.
That was the way it was back then. And then you sell them, and then what?
So you were a distributor.
Right.
They sold them around the neighborhood, on the corner.
We have the same
And
thing in
what
my
was the
neighborhood
record
too.
back then? A quarter? I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
And-
But
same
you know
thing.
what's amazing? Wait, Frankie. They used to rehearse on my cousin Sammy's porch.
Oh yeah, in Asbury, yeah.
On Asbury Avenue. Across, it used to be Freddy's Pizzeria. Now it's Jimmy's Restaurant.
Freddy's.
Yeah, and used to be able to go on to Freddy's and get a large pie
Buck and a quarter.
and a pitcher
A
of soda
buck and a quarter.
for $2.25.
And Sammy Knucklehead would eat a whole farm. He was one of the fellas in Ran and Darshay's that passed away.
But you have the Frankie Valli falsetto. I mean, growing up, we used to, obviously listen
Oh,
to that,
yeah.
sing that,
We-
sing alone. Remember?
Well, he used to play the drums.
You still have it.
Boom, 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 boom,
You still
boom.
have it.
Alone.
You still have it.
It's not like it used to be, though. It's a little painful now, but
No, you do.
thank you.
But so the cool thing about you guys, I feel like, I mean, they all have groupies because everybody comes out, they want to see rock and rhythm, they follow you around. I think my wife's good friend Annie, her parents would come see you guys like all the time. I'm going to see rock and rhythm.
Yeah,
I think you had a bunch of granny panties tossed at you one night, right?
very funny.
You know, it's so funny.
I got a couple in the face one time.
A cup.
We've done so many different things. I mean, we've done the Paramount Theater, the Count Basie Theater. We've sang in Virginia, Connecticut.
Isn't that when I went to the women's room by mistake? Because it said warm men, but the cone said, I thought it said men. And I walk in there, but it smells
W
sweet.
and
In the
O.
ladies' room? In the
The
ladies' room?
W and O was off the door. Somebody had,
I thought it said men.
okay?
And I'm looking around and going, wow.
But 5
Where's
feet
the
down was the men's room.
men's bathroom seats for
But
women.
now-
You
Nowadays,
didn't
you
read
don't-
the whole word. It's woman,
But I didn't
not
see it.
men.
There was no WO, though.
Today?
But you guys, I think the funny thing is, you guys all, you've been singing for 100 years, all of you, and you guys still rehearse, what, once a week?
Yeah.
If we can get your father to come.
You have to.
He's
You
always
have
got,
to.
he's always got, he's always got a pain over here, go to over here. No, the dog's having a teeth pulled. You know, he's always got
Well, that happens.
Yeah, I know, but
17.
that happened to be a real one.
Yeah, yeah. Do 1 out of every 10.
But you have to. Otherwise, you can't remember nothing.
But
You know what I
you
mean?
know what? But Patty
At
now
our
lives,
age, we can't remember.
Patty
You're
now
right,
lives close to Denny. So now when we rehearse, instead of him coming up here,
Oh, you
I'm
switch
the only
places.
guy. No,
Exit
now I'm the
89.
only guy that's got to go down to South Jersey. He's close to Patty now.
Oh, right, you guys are together.
We're right around the corner.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
And Frank's not. He's 10 minutes or 15 minutes from there. But I gotta go. You know, it's a long ride. You know?
What do you guys do when you rehearse? Do you just rehearse?
Oh,
What we're
we-
doing now?
We eat,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
bullshit, we drink. You know, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. How much singing do you
Like a
actually
little
do?
pizza party, we'd sing it. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we do maybe do what? One song, two
One or two
songs?
songs.
Just to,
Just
you know,
just
Try to learn
get it right.
another song.
No, trying to remember.
But the funny thing is, you know, like if we were rehearsing tonight, we learned a song.
Yeah.
And then it might be 3 weeks or 4 weeks before we rehearse again, instead of, you know, for one reason or another. And when we go to sing it again, it's
Why you keep looking at me?
I'm not. I'm looking at.
No, I see your eyeballs.
But, you know.
Be a man. Thanks,
It's true.
Patty can't remember it, so we got to keep going over it. Poor
So-
Patty.
Do you guys do, like, how do you pick the song sets for the night? The sets for songs? Do you do the same
We don't.
songs? Do you play off the crowd?
No,
How do you
we
go?
don't.
It's by feel. He does it by feel.
That's the
We
best
do it
way.
strictly by feel.
Yeah.
Play with whatever the crowd looks like it wants.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I give them. And it's non-stop. I mean, we do a 3-hour gig. We do like an hour and 15 minutes, hour 10 to 15 minutes. We're off for about a half hour and 35 minutes. And we do an hour and 15, and it's non-stop for that hour and 15.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Patty, would you
Frankie!
talk? Why would you please talk, Patty?
Why you gotta raise your hand?
And you're in school.
I'm domesticated, okay?
His housebroken.
Yeah.
Where is he? Wait a minute, Frank.
I don't know.
But actually, we all have a good time when we perform. I mean, it's just enjoyable.
It's
not
fun.
Well, let's go to Patty. So you've been singing the same thing your entire life, growing up as well?
No, actually, growing up, I started playing on the accordion.
Oh, wow, the accordion.
And
That's how
it
we go
wasn't
back.
something I liked, but
Yeah.
later on, then I started to play keyboards.
Yeah.
And then when I worked with your father and my cousin Tony, there was three fellows and myself. And I never sang before.
Oh, really?
Never sang before. I sang in church and school,
Right.
Catholic school, Brooklyn.
Mhm.
And
Brooklyn
then-
or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Oh.
Brooklyn.
And when I sang, my first song was "I'm Not in Love" by 10cc.
Okay.
And
No,
as
no,
I'm singing
I
it,
remember that.
and as I'm singing it, I'm playing, and the second verse was supposed to say, "I keep your picture on the wall." I said, "I'd like to hang you on the wall."
The story of your life.
What?
Were you looking at Denny when you said that?
And as I'm singing it,
That's great.
I can't stop, and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, what did I just say?
Did people know? Do you think they know
Well,
what you
yeah. And the expression on my face must have been worth 1,000 words. My cousin Tony looked at me, and I didn't know what to do, and I had to keep doing it. I just had to keep going, go with the flow.
Right, keep going. No idea.
You played Frank Sinatra, you did it your way.
Right. But about your dad, you know, when I first moved here from New York, we practiced about 9 months
Before we went out. Yeah.
before we went out.
Wow.
And I have to say, your father sounded like Frankie Valli.
Right. Yeah.
He did. He even looked like him, that there were times that people would come up and ask if he really was him.
Do a double take.
And we used to play in this little bar down in Asbury Park.
Huggy Bears.
And we started at 10 and ended at 3.
You mentioned that.
Can you imagine that?
Uh,
We stop at 10 now.
You made the 10.
Can't make it any later.
Well,
We had a lot of fun. You know, we had a lot of fun.
I feel like that's what it's all about, though, right? Having a good time,
It's-
enjoying
You know what?
we
You
do.
have to love it. You have to love it. And then the pay comes at the end of the night.
Sure.
If you don't love it and it becomes a job, it's a passion. It's either you have it or you don't.
I totally agree.
You have to enjoy
100%.
Yeah,
You
know,
have to
you're-
enjoy it.
it's-
Yeah.
When it becomes annoying
Right.
and then people start to get to you and you think, you know what, I've had enough, then it's time to.
Well, that'll happen
Hang
no
up
matter
your
what, but still,
You get
if
nights like that. You do get nights.
no matter
like
what,
that.
you're gonna hate it. You're gonna have nights, but the passion, as you said, I think
Yeah, it
is
is the
huge.
passion.
It's in your blood.
It
Well,
is.
guess,
Listen,
you
there's,
know.
there's nights that, you know, Charlene will say to me, shouldn't you be in taking a shower and getting dressed? Yeah, I'm not going tonight. She says, how's that gonna work? You know, and I'll say, yeah, you're right. You know, and I'll go, and then once I get to the job, I'm fine.
That's it. Once you're there, it's
Once
always
you're there,
It's
yeah,
the
groove, right?
anticipation
It's
of
just
going.
sometimes it's,
Yeah.
The
you know,
transition from one job to another.
Totally. I totally agree with
and
that.
you know yourself being a DJ because you do a lot of DJ stuff. You know, when we played, when we had the band, and even with the group,
Yeah.
you know, it seems like they always seat the oldest people.
Closer to the speakers.
Always, you know, Jesus,
Lower,
can you
please,
turn that
lower.
down? You know, and it's like, you know,
Nobody thinks about that though. I don't
No,
know why.
nobody.
Like you're going to a party, an
Yeah.
event, you're coming to see somebody sing.
and you know, I always tell
You know.
people when we go into a new room, listen, and they want you to set up to the short wall.
Right.
You know, and I said, that's no good. You should play to the length of the room.
Hanging with Denny.